Are you secretly harming your health without even realizing it? Have you ever wondered why some people stay sharp, active, and full of energy well into their 80s and 90s, while others start struggling with constant fatigue, frequent infections, and a steady decline in health? Most of us chalk it up to genetics or just plain luck. But what if the real difference came down to something far simpler, something you do or don't do every single day? Think about your daily routine. For most of us, it hasn't really changed in decades. We shower, brush our teeth, maybe put on a little lotion, and then we assume we've done everything we need to keep ourselves clean and healthy. But here's the surprising truth. There are 5 overlooked body parts that most people, especially older adults, are cleaning properly, and neglecting them isn't just about hygiene. It can quietly open the door to major health problems, from chronic inflammation and infections to complications with heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. The good news: fixing this doesn't require hours in the bathroom or expensive products. With just a few extra minutes each day, you can protect your health, boost your energy, and even add years to your life. I'll be honest, I didn't think much about these hidden hygiene mistakes either, until I sat down with Dr. Mark Turner, a geriatric specialist who has spent over 3 decades working with older adults. What he shared completely changed the way I look at daily self-care. So today, I'm going to walk you through 5 body parts that almost everyone neglects, and show you how giving them just a little more attention could transform the way you feel. And don't worry, this isn't about buying fancy gadgets or following complicated steps. These are simple, practical tips you can start using right away. Stick with me until the end, because once you learn these 5 areas, you'll likely notice real changes: fresher breath, better balance, fewer aches, and even improved sleep. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. If you care about your health and want more tips like this, hit that like button. It helps me bring you more valuable content. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another video from Health 365 Day. Alright, let's get started with the first overlooked area. And trust me, this one is far more important than you might think. Your tongue, the hidden health risk you never think about. Picture this: you clean your kitchen every day. You wipe the counters, scrub the sink, and take out the trash. But imagine if there was one surface you completely ignored where grime, bacteria, and food particles built up day after day. You wouldn't dream of letting that happen, right? Well, that's exactly what's going on inside your mouth if you're not cleaning your tongue properly. Your tongue isn't just a muscle that helps you eat and speak. It's also one of the most active breeding grounds for bacteria in your entire body. In fact, at any given time, it can host over 700 different types of microorganisms. Some are harmless, even helpful, but many can cause real damage if left unchecked. Here's where it gets serious. Harmful bacteria from your tongue can slip into your bloodstream through tiny cuts in your gums or inflamed tissue in your mouth. Problems that are especially common as we age. Poor tongue hygiene has been linked to heart disease, diabetes complications, and even respiratory infections. And that's not all. A coated tongue can dull your sense of taste, weaken your immune system, and give you stubborn bad breath that brushing alone will never fix. Think of your tongue like the air filter in your home's heating system. If you never clean it, dust and debris start to pile up. Eventually, the air circulating through your house becomes stale and unhealthy. The same is true for your tongue. If you don't keep it clean, everything downstream, from your digestion to your circulation, suffers. How to clean your tongue the right way? The good news is that this is simple, fast, and costs next to nothing. Here's what you need to do. Step 1. Use a tongue scraper. This small tool, available at any drugstore, is far more effective than brushing your tongue with a toothbrush. Place it gently at the back of your tongue and scrape forward. Don't press too hard. You're wiping away buildup, not sanding down wood. Do this 3 or 4 times. You'll probably notice a thin white or yellow film coming off. That's bacteria and dead cells you don't want in your body. Step 2. Rinse thoroughly. After scraping, rinse your mouth with water or an antibacterial mouthwash to wash away any lingering debris. Step 3. Timing matters. In the morning, clean your tongue before breakfast to clear out the bacteria that built up overnight. At night, do a gentler scrape before bed. Your tongue is more sensitive after a full day of use. This tiny 3-minute habit can do wonders for your health. The surprising benefits. So what actually happens when you start cleaning your tongue daily? Your sense of taste sharpens. Many older adults say that after a few weeks, food tastes more vibrant and enjoyable again. Imagine rediscovering the rich flavors of your morning coffee or fresh fruit. Your immune system gets a boost. By reducing the bacterial load in your mouth, you're giving your immune system a lighter workload, freeing up energy for other defenses. Bad breath disappears. Chronic bad breath is usually caused by bacteria trapped on the tongue. Tongue cleaning removes the source. Let me share 2 quick stories. Linda, a 67-year-old retiree, started tongue scraping after years of neglecting it. Within 3 months, not only did food taste better, but her dentist noticed less plaque and healthier gums. Then there's Theodore, a 71-year-old retired teacher who had battled bad breath for years. Nothing worked, not brushing, not flossing, not mouthwash. He was skeptical about scraping his tongue, but within 2 weeks, his problem was gone. His confidence soared, and social interactions stopped being stressful. Tips to make it easier: if you have a sensitive gag reflex, start by scraping from the middle of your tongue. Then gradually move further back as you get comfortable. Pay attention to any unusual signs. Persistent soreness, white patches, or discoloration can be warning signs of bigger issues. If you notice these, talk to your doctor. Small, intentional habits like this can ripple outward, improving your long-term health in ways you might never have imagined. And this is just the first of the 5 hidden hygiene mistakes we're going to cover. So, are you ready for the next one? Because the next body part is even more surprising, and it's directly connected to your mobility, circulation, and independence. Up next, your feet's the foundation of your health that you might be neglecting. Your feet, the foundation of your health you might be neglecting. Take a moment to think about how much your feet do for you every single day. They carry your entire body weight. They keep you moving, and they give you balance and stability. Yet, for most people, foot care is nothing more than a quick rinse in the shower, if that. Maybe a little lotion gets rubbed in now and then, but that's about it. Here's the problem. Neglecting your feet doesn't just lead to dry skin or discomfort. Over time, it can create serious health issues, everything from infections and nerve damage to circulation problems that put your mobility at risk. And for older adults, poor foot hygiene can even worsen conditions like diabetes, increase the risk of falls, and trigger chronic pain. Dr. Mark Turner explains it this way: your feet are the foundation of your health. If that foundation is weak, unstable, or breaking down, everything above it, your posture, your joints, even your cardiovascular health starts to suffer. That's why proper foot care is more than just a cosmetic concern. It's a crucial part of protecting your independence and overall well-being as you age. Why foot care becomes more important with age: your feet are surprisingly complex. Each one has 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Together, they make up nearly a quarter of all the bones in your body. But as we get older, circulation naturally slows down, especially to the extremities. That makes the feet one of the first areas to show signs. The right way to dry your feet: use a soft towel. Dedicate a small towel just for your feet to avoid spreading bacteria from other parts of your body. Be thorough. Dry the tops, bottoms, and especially between each toe. Lift each toe slightly to dab gently between them. Don't rub too hard, you just want to remove moisture, not irritate the skin. Never skip this step. Moisture trapped between the toes is one of the biggest culprits behind athlete's foot and other fungal infections. Once your feet are clean and dry, you're ready for the finishing touch: moisturizing. Moisturize, but do it smart. As we age, the skin on our feet naturally loses moisture faster, which can lead to painful cracks and peeling. A little moisturizer can prevent that, but you have to apply it the right way. Massage lotion into the tops and soles of your feet to keep the skin soft and flexible. Avoid applying lotion between your toes. Moisture in these tight spaces creates a breeding ground for fungus. Think of it as balancing hydration where it's needed, and dryness where it's essential. This small act of self-care doesn't just keep your skin comfortable, it helps prevent infections and supports circulation in your lower extremities. Daily foot checks, your built-in health radar. There's one more critical step: inspecting your feet every day. Just like dashboard warning lights in your car, your feet can signal early health problems you might otherwise miss. When checking, look for discoloration, redness, or pale spots, cuts, cracks, or sores that don't heal quickly, swelling, tingling, or persistent soreness, cold toes, or patches of numbness. If something seems off, don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Catching issues early can prevent long-term damage. Your feet carry you through life. Your feet are more than just body parts. They're the foundation of your mobility, independence, and health. Treating them with care is one of the simplest but most powerful ways to protect your quality of life as you age. And now that we've covered your feet, let's move on to another body part that most people rarely think about when it comes to hygiene: your underarms. Your armpits. More than just sweat and odor for most people. Armpits are just the place you slap on some deodorant before leaving the house. That's it. But here's something most people don't realize. Your underarms play a critical role in your body's ability to detoxify and fight infection. That's because they house a network of lymph nodes, tiny but powerful filters that help clear waste, remove toxins, and support your immune system. When you neglect your armpits by not cleaning thoroughly or by relying too much on deodorant and antiperspirants, bacteria, sweat, and dead skin cells start to build up. Over time, this can clog pores, irritate the skin, and even inflame the lymph nodes. In more serious cases, it can lead to painful infections or abscesses. As Dr. Mark Turner puts it, your armpits are like a natural drainage system. If that system gets clogged with buildup, sweat, and bacteria, your body struggles to get rid of waste. Over time, that can weaken your immune defenses. So, underarm hygiene isn't just about staying fresh, it's about supporting your body's natural cleansing system. How to properly clean your underarms. 1. Start in the shower with warm water. Warm water helps open up your pores, making it easier to clean out sweat and residue. 2. Use a soft washcloth or sponge. Your underarm skin is delicate, so avoid scrubbing too aggressively. Move in circles. Then switch directions up and down, side to side, just like polishing a fragile crystal. 3. Choose the right soap. Skip harsh, heavily scented soaps that strip your skin. A mild fragrance-free cleanser is best for preventing irritation and rashes. 4. Your ears. More than just hearing. When most people think about ear care, they immediately picture earwax. Some even grab a cotton swab and go to town. But here's the truth. Your ears are far more than just a spot where wax builds up. Think about it. Your ears are responsible for 2 critical functions. 1. Helping you hear. 2. Helping you maintain balance. And here's where it gets interesting. Research shows that many older adults experience not only hearing decline, but also balance issues, dizziness, or an increased risk of falls. And often, this starts with poor ear care. Let's break it down. The hidden problem with earwax. Earwax, in small amounts, is actually good. It protects your ear canal by trapping dust, bacteria, and other particles. But when earwax builds up excessively, something that becomes more common as we age, it can cause hearing loss, earaches, and even infections. Here's something most people don't realize. Even a small blockage of earwax can make you feel off balance. That's because your ears don't just process sound. They also contain your vestibular system, the part of your body that controls balance and spatial orientation. Dr. Mark Turner often tells his patients, if you're constantly feeling dizzy or unsteady, don't assume it's just aging. Sometimes, it's simply your ears asking for attention. Why cotton swabs are not the answer. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Cotton swabs. You've probably used them for years, thinking you were keeping your ears clean. But here's the catch. Cotton swabs often do the opposite. Instead of removing wax, they push it deeper, compacting it against your eardrum. Over time, this can cause discomfort, temporary hearing loss, and even damage to the ear canal. So what should you do instead? How to care for your ears safely. 1. Let your ears clean themselves. Your ears are designed with a self-cleaning mechanism. When you chew or move your jaw, it helps push old earwax outward. For many people, this is enough. 2. Use a warm, damp cloth. When you're washing your face or after a shower, simply wipe the outer part of your ear with a warm cloth. This keeps things fresh without disturbing the inner ear. 3. Try eardrops if needed. If you feel like wax is building up, you can use over-the-counter drops designed to soften earwax. A few drops before bedtime for a couple of days often helps the wax naturally work its way out. 4. See a professional. If you're experiencing hearing problems, constant itching, or dizziness, don't try to dig into your ear. Visit your doctor or an ear specialist. They can remove excess wax safely. The bigger health connection. You might be wondering, why should I care so much about my ears? Here's why. Hearing loss and balance issues are strongly linked to cognitive decline. Studies have shown that older adults with untreated hearing problems are at a much higher risk of memory problems, depression, and even dementia. Think about it. When you struggle to hear, you naturally withdraw from conversations. Social connections shrink, your brain gets less stimulation, and over time, your mental sharpness starts to fade. But when you maintain healthy ears, keeping them clean, protecting them from damage, and addressing hearing issues earlier, not just protecting your hearing, you're protecting your independence, your memory, and your quality of life. So, the next time you think ear care is just about removing a little wax, remember, it's really about protecting your balance, your brain, and your future. The fifth and final neglected area, your scalp. Now let's move to the final hidden hygiene spot that almost everyone overlooks, your scalp. Most people think of scalp care as nothing more than shampooing their hair. But here's the reality. Your scalp is skin, just like the rest of your body, and it needs attention. Neglecting your scalp can lead to more than dandruff or itchy skin. It can actually contribute to hair loss, infections, poor circulation, and even sleep problems. Why the scalp matters. Your scalp has thousands of tiny blood vessels that supply nutrients to your hair follicles and the upper layers of your skin. When these blood vessels are healthy and active, your scalp stays nourished and your hair stays strong. But as we age, circulation naturally slows down. Combine that with years of using harsh shampoos, poor brushing habits, or not cleaning thoroughly, and you end up with a scalp that's dry, irritated, or clogged with oil and dead skin. And here's the kicker: an unhealthy scalp can actually affect your overall well-being. Think about it. Your scalp is full of nerve endings. When it's tense, inflamed, or poorly cared for, it can contribute to headaches, stress, and even poor sleep. How to care for your scalp. 1. Wash regularly, but not too often. Overwashing strips your scalp of natural oils, leading to dryness and irritation. For most older adults, washing 2 to 3 times per week is plenty. 2. Massage your scalp. This is a game changer. Using your fingertips, gently massage your scalp in small circles for 3 to 5 minutes. Not only does this feel amazing, but it also boosts circulation, helping more oxygen and nutrients reach your scalp. Some people even notice better sleep after adding scalp massage to their nightly routine. 3. Choose gentle shampoos. Look for sulfate-free shampoos or those designed for sensitive skin. These clean without stripping away protective oils. 4. Stay hydrated. Your skin, including your scalp, reflects your hydration. Drinking enough water supports healthier skin and hair from the inside out. The surprising benefits of scalp care. Stronger, healthier hair. Even if your hair is thinning, a healthy scalp can slow the process and improve hair quality. Reduced stress. Many people report feeling calmer and more relaxed after a daily scalp massage. Better sleep. A relaxed scalp often means less tension and easier rest at night. I'll give you a quick story. Margaret, a 72-year-old grandmother, started adding a nightly scalp massage to her routine. At first, she did it just to help with dryness, but within weeks, she noticed something unexpected. She was sleeping deeper and waking up with more energy. Her daughter even commented that her hair looked shinier and fuller. Pulling it all together. So, let's do a quick recap of the 5 neglected areas we've covered so far. 1. Your tongue, the gateway to better immunity, fresher breath, and improved taste. 2. Your feet, the foundation of your mobility, circulation, and independence. 3. Your nails, tiny details that protect your whole body from infection. 4. Your ear is vital for hearing, balance, and protecting your brain. 5. Your scalp, often ignored, but critical for circulation, relaxation, and hair health. Now here's the exciting part. None of these habits take more than a few minutes a day, but together they form a powerful routine that strengthens your immune system, protects you from infections, sharpens your senses, and helps you maintain independence as you age. And remember, as Dr. Mark Turner always says, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And that starts with the small, consistent things you do every single day. We've now gone through 4 of the most commonly neglected body parts that can have a surprising effect on your health: your tongue, your feet, your ears, and your scalp. Each one plays a role not just in keeping you clean, but in protecting your heart, your circulation, your balance, and even your brain. But there's one last overlooked area that ties all of this together. It's something we all use constantly, but rarely give a second thought to. And believe it or not, it may be the single most powerful place to focus your attention if you want to protect your independence, energy, and long-term health. Let's talk about your hands and fingernails. Your hands, the everyday germ carriers. If you think about it, your hands are your body's frontline workers. Every day, they're in contact with doorknobs, phones, keyboards, grocery carts, money, and countless other surfaces. Then, without realizing it, you touch your face, adjust your glasses, or grab a snack. Studies show the average person touches their face 23 times per hour. That means every germ you pick up with your hands has a direct pathway into your body, through your eyes, nose, and mouth. For older adults, this is especially dangerous, because our immune systems naturally weaken with age. A simple cold can spiral into pneumonia, and an infection that a younger person would shake off can send a senior to the hospital. But here's the part that surprises most people. It's not just your skin that matters. The space under your fingernails is one of the dirtiest, most bacteria-packed areas of the entire body. In fact, microbiologists often call it a hidden biohazard. When researchers swabbed under people's nails, they found more harmful bacteria than on toilet seats. It's that bad. And because nails are porous, bacteria can stick around even after a quick hand wash. Why nail hygiene matters for seniors. Now, you might be thinking, I wash my hands all the time, why should I worry? Well, here's the problem. Standard hand washing doesn't always get rid of the buildup under your nails, especially if your nails are longer, or if you have arthritis that makes scrubbing tricky. For older adults, nail neglect can also lead to fungal infections that cause thick, yellow, painful nails, ingrown nails, which can lead to serious infections if you have diabetes, skin tears from sharp or jagged edges, which become harder to heal as we age, hidden germs that weaken the immune system by constantly forcing your body to fight off small-scale invaders. Think about how many seniors struggle with repeated bouts of colds, urinary tract infections, or general fatigue. Some of that could be connected to poor hand and nail hygiene. Simple steps to keep hands and nails healthy. The good news is, you don't need an expensive spa treatment. Just a few small habits can make a world of difference. 1. Trim nails regularly. Keep them short and smooth. Short nails reduce the surface area where bacteria can hide. If trimming is difficult, ask a family member or a podiatrist for help. 2. Scrub under the nails. Use a soft nail brush once a day, ideally when washing your hands in warm, soapy water. This clears away debris and bacteria. 3. Moisturize. As we age, our skin becomes thinner and more prone to cracking. Apply a simple, fragrance-free lotion after washing your hands. This prevents painful splits that can become entry points for infection. 4. Be mindful of artificial nails or polish. They may look nice, but they can trap moisture and bacteria, making infections more likely. 5. Watch for warning signs. If you notice persistent redness, swelling, or yellowing around the nails, don't ignore it. These can be signs of fungal infection or circulation issues that need medical attention. The bigger picture. Now, here's why this matters so much. When you keep your nails clean and your hands healthy, you're not just preventing infection, you're actively protecting your heart, your lungs, your brain, and your overall vitality. Remember what Dr. Mark Turner often says, in older adults, the little things become the big things. A tiny cut on the hand can lead to a major infection if it's ignored. A bit of trapped bacteria under the nail can strain the immune system for months. By paying attention to these small daily habits, you're building a shield around your health. And it's not just about avoiding sickness. Clean, well-kept hands also improve your confidence. When you reach out to shake someone's hand or hold your grandchild's hand, you do it with pride instead of embarrassment. That's a subtle but powerful boost to your quality of life. Pulling it all together, let's recap the 5 body parts most people overlook. 1. Your tongue, the gateway to your immune system and heart health. 2. Your feet, the foundation of your mobility and circulation. 3. Your ears, key to balance, confidence, and cognitive sharpness. 4. Your scalp, protecting blood flow and brain health. 5. Your hands and fingernails, the everyday front line against germs and infection. Each one might seem small on its own, but together, they form the difference between slowly declining and thriving well into your golden years. Imagine a daily routine where you take just 10 extra minutes to care for these areas. What you get in return is more energy, stronger immunity, fresher breath, better balance, healthier circulation, and the confidence of knowing you're actively protecting your future. Final words of encouragement: aging doesn't have to mean giving up control over your health. In fact, it's the opposite. By focusing on these overlooked details, you're proving that your best years can still be ahead of you. So, here's my challenge for you. Starting tonight, pick just one of these areas, maybe your tongue, your scalp, or your nails, and give it a little extra care. Notice how you feel after a week. Then gradually add the others until it becomes second nature. And remember, it's never too late to start. I've seen 80-year-olds completely transform their health just by making small, consistent changes like these.